Good morning, my world of rogues. It's your girl, Erin Rogoff, ready to talk about books, because what else is there to talk about? A whole lot of things, but this socially awkward girl just wants to talk about books. So, I will start with A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas, who is my ultimate favorite author right now. There was no real antagonist in this novel of the Court of Thorns and Roses series, but it was more a romantic winter romance narrative during the first winter solstice and Feyre's birthday after the war against the King of Hybern, who was killed in the last book, which I am super happy about, since I don't have to go to Prythian myself and destroy him. Happily. Anyway, another book that was a quiet read was Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeiffer, and there wasn't a human antagonist in this novel either. It was more a survival story with natural elements as the antagonistic setting. And there were opposing moments between the main character Miranda and her mother, and I've agreed with both their viewpoints. As I've read the book, I'm on book 3 now, and it is really awesome in my own personal opinion, even though the series received some mixed reviews. Like the second book, The Dead and the Gone, it was told as like a rewritten version of the first book, but the first book was incredible. I'm not gonna lie. The second book, I didn't necessarily like that as much, and I know a lot of people actually liked that book, but I'm just like, okay, get back to Miranda. I want to know what happens next. And another book that is a quiet read is Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies by Lindsay Rybar. This is a really awesome book, and it's about this guy named Aspen, and he had antagonistic characteristics, so the antagonist was kind of unsuspected, or at least to me it was, and not all characters had the best intentions, so that was really weird, I guess. And then the book was slow-paced from the beginning to the middle, but the ending was good, bad, and open-ended, so I'm like wondering what I should like really review it right now, just because my thoughts on this book are like high as Mount Everest and then low as the Mariana Trench, so I'm like totally confused on where I stand with this book. My mom hated it, so that's one interesting thing. But if there was a sequel of Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies, I'd most likely read it. I know I said I liked this book, and then I didn't like it, and then I liked it again, so if you're on the beach, not wanting to go in the water, and you're waiting for a really good book to read, that doesn't make sense. If you're waiting for somebody to, like, get out of the ocean, if you're watching someone surf, read Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies, because it's actually a pretty cool summer novel. Or in my case, if you're waiting on a ferry to go to Fire Island in New York, I read that book during the time the wait was, and it was just so awesome because like some other people came over to me, oh my gosh, you're reading a really cool book. It's not common to see somebody so young reading, and I'm just like, okay, I'm 22, I'm going to Fire Island, and I'm reading a really cool book. So, another book, moving on, that I liked is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. Ratings say this book is slow-paced, but I figured this would be a good choice to read while waiting for the next Karen M. McManus novel. And I have heard that there is a sequel to One of Us is Lying, which I am so excited for because I need to know if Cooper and Chris stay together, of course. And that's pretty much it for the thoughts on Two Can Keep a Secret. And then another quiet book, the final one on this list, is Under the Lights by Abby Glines. This novel is the slowest of the Field Party series, and it didn't get reviews as high as the other books. And it took me a while to get through, so I'm rereading it to refresh my memory. That's why the bookmark is in the middle of the book. And I don't necessarily hate the book, but it's so irritating how Willa's character is isolating herself, forced to and enduring, and that's not fair to her. I mean, when you grow up, you need to have friends. I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't have many friends, so that's why I chose books as friends. And as you can see, I have a lot of friends. Anyway, I didn't like Under the Lights as much as I liked Until Friday Night and After the Game. And I also heard that after Losing the Field, which is the 4th book in the series, a 5th book will be released in a few months, and I am so excited. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. So anyway, those are just a few quiet books mentioned by a very talkative, very loud reader. So, if you liked this video, like this video below, subscribe to my BookTube channel to get more videos like this, and have a great day, everyone!